right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, February 18th, for all the deals and steals and weekly news that happened this past week that mattered to me and hopefully interested you. I don't know if it did or not, but like I said, I don't cover everything. I just cover the stuff that interests me. There's probably a boatload of other stuff out there. But anyways, let's start off with number one. I promised you guys something for hitting the 1500 mark. We are well past that now. And I thought, hey, you know what? Let's give away something, something cool, right? Something that's kind of worthwhile, I think. And I happened to order extra Python Patrol Trubble bubbles. It was my mistake. I ordered 3 of them. I only ever really wanted the one, so I'm not sure how. Anyways, that's what happens when you get old. You order a little bit too many of them. So anyways, the official rules are in the description of the video. All you got to do to win the Trubble bubble, and we'll let it play out for a week. Next Sunday, we'll draw for the winner. You have to be subscribed. You have to put Python Patrol bubble in the comments to be entered. And the rest of the rules are in the description in the video. So make sure you do that, and we'll draw for it next Sunday, and I'll contact you, and that way we can have our giveaway for hitting 1500. So again, I appreciate every one of you. It's just fun doing this for the tribe. It's fun doing this for you guys. It's fun. So anyways, let's get down to it. Let's get down to some of the weekly purchases for the week of February 18th. Anyways, so number one, you guys saw, I'm also going to put a link to this video in the description. You guys saw what I did with this particular vehicle right here. Boom, the HALO Mongoose. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I put a link in the description. I know some people said it was, a touch too small. I happen to think it's just fine. But, again, your opinion may vary. So I picked these up. I picked 3 of them up. I'm seeing them all over town for $8. They're, again, it's up to you to judge if it's the right scale or not. I think it's fine. Until the ferret comes out, because we all know, I'm gonna do another video on that, but we all know that Cobra's getting a ferret, and as soon as that comes out, it won't preclude me from buying about 6 or 7 of those things. But in the time being, I think this is a great substitute, right? We don't know when that's going to be. Hasbro's going through a lot of trouble. Who knows? If they're smart and they want a quick profit, they'll do it sooner rather than later. All their G.I. Joe stuff seems to be doing good, and everything else just seems to be blowing up in their face. Anyways, yeah, go check it out. See what you think. Leave it in the comments. You like it, you didn't like the video, whatever. All right, guys. So that was $8. Next thing I picked up, and you guys saw this in the video, in the hunt video from yesterday, we picked up 3 of these bazookas, Tiger Force bazookas. I've got plans for these. Number one, I detest is a strong word, but I really, really don't like these stripes. I just, and I don't like the color of that bright red helmet. But you'll see. I got some plans for these. I think you guys are going to like what I do with them, and kind of bring them back into. For me, I like Joe's. I like the stylize of them. I like the way they look and everything. But I'd like to bring them more into like a realistic view. And I know that, it's just a preference. You guys can do whatever you want. A lot of you guys prefer the Python Patrol look, and that's good. You should. But I prefer to try to be a little bit realistic with these figures. So anyways, we got 3 of these, and these were only $5.99. You guys saw the video where I found them. Just so you know, I found some more. And I didn't pick up all of them. I left actually quite a few, but that'll be in the midweek hunt. I actually went out this morning and I found some more. So anyways, that's in the midweek hunt. What else did we pick up that was a deal? We're starting off with deals first. So these were actually deals off of what do they call it? Froggy's Finds, whatever it was. It was that, it's a little website that, you know, a lot of us visit every now and then. But anyways, I picked him up for 16 bucks. Fantastic. I picked him up for 16 bucks off the site. Fantastic. I guess he was having like a really quick sale. Now this is the next thing I picked up. That's not all I picked up from Froggy's Finds, but we'll get to that in a minute. I want to leave that one till the end. I got this bad boy on a trade. Everybody's going bananas trying to find him, but I got him on a trade. So boom, the Cobra Eel. You know, if you can avoid it, don't pay full price. Get him on a trade, or you know, get him on a deal somewhere. But try to avoid the you know, the markups. If you can. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes the figure is just that rare. A Major Blood's getting to be that way. A lot of other figures are starting to get that way. And if you missed them, you missed them. Now you got to pay, you know, for out of print stuff. And, you know, people do that all the time for comics. People do that all the time for artwork. People do that all the time for movies or collectible movies. So sometimes you got to pony up for this stuff. Now, that, you know, to me, that's not scalping. To me, that's just selling a collectible at a fair market value. To me, scalping is a very, very specific time frame, right? If you see that figure during its retail release and you buy it with every intent of flipping it within that same window of about 6 months, then yeah, that's scalping. That's just straight out scalping. But if this figure is out of print for a couple years, you know, then that's something else. That's just selling a part of your collection for fair market value. Anyways, moving on. The other deal that we picked up was Fire Lord. Picked him up. I have one already, but I kind of want to open this figure up and display him with my Galactus, so we'll be doing that. Other deal that we got, I saw this on Big Bad Toy Store, and I couldn't pass it up. I've always been a big fan of this particular hero. I know he was, you know, I think he was short-lived during the reign of the Superman. But anyways, I saw him for like 50 bucks, 59 something on Big Bad Toy Store. And I had a little bit of credit there, so boom, I picked him up. Mafex Steel. Really, really great figure. Can't wait to open him up and check him out. So there's that. Now, the biggest deal that I got, and I actually have been wanting this for the past, what is this? Has it been a year yet? Or two? I don't know. I think it's been about a year. But I've been looking forward to this figure for a while, but I haven't pulled the trigger because it's pricey, and because I was just kind of vacillating back and forth with it, right? Sometimes playing the long game is very dangerous, or you lose. Dangerous because you don't get the thing you want, right? It's not dangerous because anybody's lives are in danger. If you get that reference. It's dangerous because, you know, you might not get the thing that you want. But sometimes, every now and then, you get a great deal. So, I picked this up where I picked up the other items off of Frogman. You know what? I'll put a link to his website in the description below. You don't have to pay me anything, Froggy Finds, because, you know, you got me great deals. So here's the deal. I got this guy for 99 bucks. Oh man, sometimes it's real dangerous to play the long game on Mythic Legions, because often than not, Mythic Legions goes up in value. It does not go down. I mean, 90% of these things do not go down in value. So anyways, I really liked this guy when it first came out. 99 bucks. I think the retail was like 140. I was like, well, I'm never going to find it for any cheaper than that. I think as soon as I bought one, the price went back up. I guess, you know, he had one too many. He just wanted to get rid of it. And boom, I went ahead and picked that up. So I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but I'm the recipient of it, and I super appreciate that. Now we're going to get to the regular price stuff that I picked up. And it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot, but it was still a few things, right? I went again back to Valaverse. I went back to Valaverse and I picked up, that's right, a Swarm Tracer. Bobby, this came out of the Wounded Warehouse. I know it did, Bobby. Look at this. It's all dented and messed up. I don't care because I'm going to open it. So I'll be opening. I'm glad the other one that I got sent from Valaverse was perfect. So I guess I'll be keeping that one in box, and this is the one I'm opening up. I'm not worried about this at all. So I was going to open it up anyways and take the action points. I'm looking forward to whatever Bobby's going to offer at the conventions, and I'm looking forward to the point collections to see what we get. So yeah, I'm excited to open this up now and check it out. So good work. The other thing that I picked up, I'm going to do a conversion on this. Let's see what happens. I'm definitely going to put bigger wheels on it. It's got to have bigger wheels. We need bigger wheels on this. So anyways, that's a joke for the viewers. Anyways, we'll see how this one goes. It looks a little too big for me, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's the perfect size. Who knows? We'll see. It looks almost 1/10 scale, or if it's such a thing, 1/9 scale. Who knows? I don't know. No, that would 1/9 would be even smaller. So it would be like 1/12, maybe 1/11 scale. I don't know. So here's this. I've got another one actually downstairs, and we're going to do some work with that. That's going to be fun. The other thing we picked up was we picked up a couple of these. These are, we got to put bigger wheels on it. Okay, I'll stop. But this was going to be my ATV for my Cobra troops. I think it's going to serve them very well. We're going to paint it up a dark blue, and we're going to see how it goes. Maybe even black, but I think dark blue would be better. You know, I mean, it's already kind of that blue, so I may even just leave that color. I just want to take them stickers off because those look, I don't like them stickers. They look goofy. So I got 2 of these. So I think these were 20 bucks on Amazon. So there's that. We also got, the embargo has been broken, as we talked about before. I picked this guy up from Big Bad. He was literally the last one off of Big Bad Toy Store. It's the classic Superman. Had to have it. Classic Superman. Just fantastic. Anyways, picked him up. 20 bucks. Not a big deal. The other thing we picked up was our friend Elkhorn. And the reason we picked him up, because number 1, I like dwarves. Number 2, he's got tons of little accessories and stuff. Oh man. Definitely use this, you know, hammer for hammering people. So anyways, got that guy right there. And the what is it, the piece de resistance or whatever, the jewel that we picked up this week. I never thought I'd find it. I've got one ordered on Big Bad. That'll eventually come in. But the thing I didn't think we would find, and I found one for myself and I found one for Art. If you guys saw my hunt video yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. Bam! Ken Masters. Yes, we found Ken Masters, 2 of them out in the wild. This one I'm going to open up. I sent one over to Mr. Art, and yeah, that was it. That's the pickups for the week. Yeah, that's all of that. That's all of that is. So, anyways, let's get to the news, guys, and let's see what we've got to cover there. All right, as always, let's start with what this channel is mostly about, which is G.I. Joe and Valaverse and, you know, all those G.I. Joe adjacent and Valaverse adjacent lines, right? Monster Force. I know today was a little bit light. Well, actually, no, we got a lot of G.I. Joes and a lot of, in a few Valaverse there. But let's cover some of that. And the first thing we're going to talk about is, it's a little disappointing, actually. I think the only reason I'm only going to buy one set of these figures, you know, it's just because I guess Hasbro didn't learn their lesson with them, but I'm a completionist and I want all the G.I. Joe classified line. But this is, here's a picture of it. G.I. Joe classified Man Marauders, Sergeant Slaughter, Lowlight, and Spirit. From, I guess the person who found it was C-E-E-D-E-E. Yeah, this looks horrible. I'm not gonna lie, this looks horrible. I'm gonna be picking it up again because I'm a completionist of the classified line. But I have a strong feeling that we're gonna see this collection at Ollie's and at possibly Ross by the end of this year. So if not this year, next year. I don't think the particular set is gonna. This Mad Marauder set is a mess. It's just not. It's just not what. Anyways, if you like it, great. If you don't, yeah, I don't pass on it. But I'm gonna pick one set up just because I'm a completionist. Moving on. The other thing that's kind of adjacent to G.I. Joe military / really cool stuff is the 1/12 not. Again, not Tears of the Sun military series by Crazy Figure. These are definitely very cool looking figures. I don't know what they're going to look like, but I definitely think it's going to be a hard choice to make here. Do I get the whole set? I'm sure it's going to cost well over $200 because this is a lot of figures here and a lot of equipment and a lot of soft goods. I don't know. We'll see how much this is. Hopefully it's not, but I don't know. I really like the way it looks. Sorry for the grainy picture here and everything, but again, a lot of these, not licensed type figures, usually come out, kind of hush hush. So anyways, it looks really cool. I just want to know what the price is going to be on them. We'll see how it goes from there. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is good old Deadpool. Number one, did y'all see that trailer? Loved it. Definitely going to go back to see that. Really digging it. Wolverine, everything. It looks great. And to take advantage of that, poor Hasbro. I mean, at this point, they should fire the entire executive staff that's absolutely, gutted them. Like, what a slew of morons running Hasbro. I mean, and I'm just going to go on a tangent here for a second. The chief problem that they had was thinking that the blip of the pandemic buying, the trend that was the pandemic, an exceptional moment in time where people were forced to stay in the house and their attention turned to this, that was going to continue. The chief economist that they had, whoever that moron was, said this will continue for eternity. That guy should be thrown out of the building post haste. That he's lost the company billions of dollars, and so should the new revenue stream guy, the other guy who's supposed to find new revenue streams. That guy should be thrown out the window too. So anyways, bad decision making all around. It ended up with billions of dollars lost to lost investments, and then and most importantly, you failed your employees because now you had to lay them off. You're a terrible, terrible leadership team. Terrible. Anyways, Hasbro, Deadpool figures. They got to do what they got to do to try to make that money back quick because these guys are dying over there. $1.5 billion? What in the tarnation is going on over there? But anyways, these figures of Deadpool are great figures. Are they the definitive figures? No, I think that the one that they put out with, that crazy Hydra agent with the amazing, the Renew Your Vows body. To me, that's the best Deadpool that Hasbro has done thus far. But these are really good too. These are great figures as well. So anyways, if you don't have these anniversary figures or 2-packs, go get those. These are great. I don't have anything bad to say about these figures. These are good figures. Funny figures, just fun. Moving along. McFarlane has put out these new pre-orders for these super friend looking versions of DC Direct. Aquaman, Batman, looks like the Rebirth Batman, and Hal Jordan, looks like Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. I'm kind of burnt out with this stuff, tell you the truth, guys. I'm just showing you it because, it's a big line. I buy some of their stuff, but I'm skipping on this whole wave. I'm out. And what is the deal with the digital? What? I don't understand why they don't get it. Why McFarlane doesn't get us through his thick skull and everybody else. We don't want digital BS. We don't want digital BS. The older group that buys these toys, maybe the kids do, but these figures are not selling to kids, in my opinion, in my solitary opinion. These figures are being sold to adult collectors. And adult collectors want physical media, a physical plastic medium to hold. The digital nonsense with this adds no value to me. It's of no consequence. I don't even care. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to look at it on my phone? Is it a movie? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's not even a game. I think it's just like a 3D figure and you just ridiculous. Anyways, I'm not buying this, but anyways, if you guys are interested in this McFarlane looking this new set here, great. So go get it. The other thing is the highly detailed and sculpted but low highly detailed and highly sculpted but with low articulation. What does it call it? Movie Maniacs. You remember they had those a long time ago with Hellraiser and a bunch of other, like Pumpkinhead and a bunch of other those were like, they were highly well sculpted, but they had limited articulation. I don't know how these are going to do. To me, I don't know. I have to take a look at them. It depends on how poorly articulated they are if I spend the money on them. I know I seem to remember Pumpkinhead was actually pretty well articulated, and that one held my attention. So if some of these are well articulated, they don't have to be highly, but just well, I may jump into it. I may not. Who knows? You've got to prove yourself. And remember when I told you guys that World of Warcraft, that Diablo statue stuff that McFarlane was doing was going to sit at the shelf and warm it up? I've yet to see somebody buy one of those things, and since I found them 4 weeks ago, none of them have moved off the shelf from my GameStop, from Brad's Toys, and my local comic book shop. They've been sitting on the shelf. What do you not understand, McFarlane? Anyways, moving on. I'm not gonna, the chance of McFarlane watching my video is 0 to none. So I just don't know how to get they're never going to understand. If he hasn't learned his lesson, and this is the second time he's tried this. The first time he got burned with those color tops, now he's going to get burned with this stuff. Anyways, moving on. Bloodstrike Cabot, Stone, and Bloodwolf from the Liefeld. I'm okay with Rob Liefeld. I never really hated him. I know there was a lot of people that blamed him for, the implosion of a lot of stuff and a lot of the, comics that were going on and stuff. And I don't hold no ill will to Liefeld. I enjoyed his comics. I enjoyed his ridiculous style of drawing. I had fun with it. So, I think if they do these action figures, I'll probably pick these up because, as a kid, so here's the back of the action figures. As a kid, I enjoyed reading them. Youngblood, the stories were bananas, but, the drawing was fantastic. And, just to me, the fact that these renegades were able to break off, and I followed the whole story. I was there 3,000 years ago when this whole thing broke. To be there, to have been a part of that, brings back good memories. So anyways, NECA is going to put out these Dungeons and Dragons figures. I think Strongheart is this one. Yeah, just basically a repaint and in a different packaging. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to pick these up or not. We'll see. I'm okay about it. And then Mythic Legions has done something with their retail partners. So I think this one is the Figura Obscura line. I think it's the Mask of the Red Death. This is kind of, I guess, like a repaint, and you can only get it from the retail partners, which is mostly like comic book shops and e-tailers. So $69 for that one. And then you've got, the Christmas Carol guy. I never picked this one up. I never really wanted to. I know some of you guys like it, so great. I like some Mythic Legions as well, so, as you saw earlier. But I wasn't interested in this one either at all, but if you guys want it, $69.99, only at retail partners. And then you also have, I forgot what this guy's called. I'll probably put it in the comments down here or something, or in the video, what he's called. Skeleton guy looks cool. Skeleton Viking guy looks cool. I like it. And he's actually the cheapest of the whole bunch at $49. So if any one of these that I would buy, this is the only one that interests me. I like the skeleton looking dude. So anyways, moving on from that. Finally, the last thing we're going to talk about, Warhammer 40K. I've always been a big fan of Warhammer 40K. The Horus Heresy, the Sons of Horus faction is coming out, right? If you guys know anything about 40K, and I'm by no means an expert on it. I just played Blood Angels. I played the Blood Angels. I played the Tau. And who else would I play all the time? Who else did I have? Sisters of Battle. So I played those two, or those three. Every now and then I play Space Wolves, but building these armies can get really expensive. Okay, back to these. These are troops that belong to, not Abdon, Horus, the Sons of Horus. So Horus was the traitor legion. He was the guy who started to betray the emperor. And this was these guys are basically at the core of the betrayal of the emperor, basically betraying mankind for the evils of chaos. And so these guys, I guess this is right before the chaos took them over, or took their souls, basically. Because the iconography and the way that they look is very different from what they look now. Sons of Horus look completely different now. I mean, they've got, it's a mess. It's a bloody mess. So yeah, and besides that, Dreadnought looks nothing like the regular Dreadnoughts either. So this is, I don't know if I'm going to pick this line up. I do like the entire, Warhammer 40K lore. It's a rich story, world building. It's been going on since the 70s, since I was a little kid. So there's a lot there. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me today on the weekly hunt, the weekly wrap up. Yeah, I've got a few more items to customize. I got a few more ideas. I'm gonna try and do a few more next week. I'm very excited for next week. Got lots of stuff going on. It's kind of slow with the G.I. Joe reviews because we don't have a lot of Joes to review yet. I'm sure once we start getting some more in, we'll start doing some more reviews. But in the meantime, I love doing customs, so we'll keep doing customs. We'll do a review every once in a while. I was thinking that I don't know if I'm going to do a review of Ken. I know there's hundreds of reviews already probably out there of him, but I don't know. You guys tell me if you want me to review him. I think it's a great figure already, just looking at it, looking at all the points of articulation. So, guys, thanks for watching. This is all the news that mattered to me. Probably way more out there than I could ever cover. I enjoy bringing this to you. I enjoy being part of the tribe. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, don't forget, read the rules in the description. Check out my custom video for the HALO Mongoose. See what you think about that. And also, don't forget to enter the contest, right? I think I said Python Patrol Bubble. Put it in the comments. We'll pull the names next Sunday, and that'll be the winner. So appreciate every one of you so much. Thanks for helping the channel get to where it is. This is just fun for me. This is just, nobody here is a professional. Everything on here is my opinion. And again, your opinion should vary. So guys, thanks for watching. If I've amused you, if I've entertained you, if I've informed you, maybe throw me a like and a subscribe. Thank you so much. And as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.